Hello all. I am in a pain flare today, hence the cozy bathrobe right now. So I decided that the best course of action was to do a fun little haul video. I just got back from a relative's house. This person right here, who also has a really fun YouTube channel if you like elder goth content and if you like things like rescue dog content and just vlogs, definitely go give that channel a watch. But while I was there, she ended up gifting me some fun makeup-y bits that I'd like to show you because a lot of it is indie stuff, and I want to kind of get back to my goth roots, what started this channel in the first place. There just hasn't been a lot of content to go through that isn't negative. A lot of the goth scene on YouTube has kind of fallen apart lately, and the creators have kind of gone away, and I didn't want to add to any of that negativity. So what I thought I'd do to get back into that content is discuss some indie brands who do, you know, goth music sometimes, or goth makeup and things like that. I also am going to be throwing in a little bit of normie stuff because while I was gone, an Ulta box arrived for me, and I'm going to be showing you what I got from them as well. We're going to start with the Ulta box because that's what was closest to me. I have to cross the room to get the indie stuff. So first off, I got 2 pairs of lashes. I'm really happy because, in case you couldn't tell by how I look today, I prefer big, spidery, spiky lashes to natural lashes, and these are even bigger than they looked on the photo online. These, like, look at that. It's like a couple umbrellas on your face. These are the Lash Drip Spiky X Boosted Volume by Kiss, and from what I can find, Kiss is completely cruelty-free and vegan, and I prefer to stick with that as much as possible. You know, everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but I do my best to have items that aren't tested on animals. The other pair is Lash Drip Spiky X Boosted Volume. Yeah, same exact type, only, yeah, I don't think they actually have different names. They just have some numbers. These are brand new though. These ones are slightly smaller than these ones, but I think that they have more defined spikes. You're gonna look like a Tim Burton character in these things. Next purchase is something I desperately need to replace, which no goth closet can be without, which is a teasing brush. I've grown out my hair quite a bit because I wanted to start straightening it again and teasing it into the big goth poof, and this looks like the perfect brush for that, so I'm super excited to use this. Next on the list, I was really sad because my purple lipsticks were going out. I use purple and black lipstick more than any other color, so my purples tend to die pretty quickly, so I got the NYX Liquid Suede in Amethyst. They actually have a couple different ones. There's a lighter, more lavendery purple. I've never tried this one though, and it looks really beautiful, so maybe I'll do a look with that or something tomorrow for even more content. I should do just like a whole video that's nothing but only using the stuff that I just got. Kind of a wear test. Next on the list is another NYX item. It's the Glitter Goals Liquid Liner, and I got the silver one. I don't know. It's called Diamond Dust. I needed a silver glitter because I'm doing more halo eyes and cut creases, and trying to put lash glue on your eyelid isn't a good time. So this is going to make that so much easier. Now, these two are the first purchases I've gotten from NYX in a long time. I only got them because they're a really good dupe for most of the really expensive brands. And again, as far as I know, they're cruelty-free. The reason I hadn't gotten them for a while is because they're actually not very nice to indie creators. A lot of people who were like medium-sized influencers who have done makeup on their channels have had them steal their likeness for their posters without crediting them or without paying them for it, which is really not cool. Bailey Sarian is one of the people who's gone through that. She's talked about it a little bit on her channel, but she didn't mention the name of the brand, but you can kind of find that out pretty easily. And that made me really uncomfortable, but unfortunately, you'd be hard-pressed to find a mainstream brand that hasn't done something kind of crappy in the past. So, like I said, I normally don't get them, but they were a good dupe. Like this is essentially the same thing as the Urban Decay one, only the Urban Decay one is like 22 bucks, and I think this was 9. Next, I'm excited about this. Yay! I can finally redo my hair because it's a filthy mess right now. I'm planning on bleaching it out completely and then doing like Aurora Borealis stuff with it, which is going to be really fun. I'm really excited this got here because when I looked at my order, they claimed that they didn't have it in stock and that I was getting refunded, but it's actually here. And last on the Ulta, I got the little black liner haul. I got this because eyeliner is always running out. It's something you use pretty much every day and you always need a replacement. And this came with a cat eye stamp, which is cool, a gel eyeliner, a felt tip liner, a liner brush, and Ulta Beauty glitter tears, and a gel line. It has a lot in this little box. And whenever Ulta and Sephora have these little kits, I try to scoop them up because you're gonna get a whole bunch, what is it, 6 different products for the price of like 2. So it's definitely a good investment of your money. Editing Mads here. While I was editing this video, I realized that I made a little bit of a mistake. When I got the Ulta liner kit, I had looked on a certain website that claimed that Ulta's brand is cruelty-free, but on another site it said that they're not, and I can't seem to find a straight answer. It's like a perfect mix of yes they are, no they're not. So I do apologize if it turns out that they are not entirely cruelty-free, but as I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm not perfect. I try my best, but sometimes I'm gonna make mistakes just like anybody else. This is the brush. It got kind of derped in the box, unfortunately. But to be fair, it's probably gone through a lot in transit recently. If you're watching this way later, then it goes up. Right now is still the time where all of the ships are stuck at sea. So, I mean, it's still usable. It's still pretty densely packed and stuff. It's kind of thick for a liner brush. So I might turn it into a lip brush instead, but that's the fun thing about makeup. There are no rules. You can use whatever you want for whatever you want. Here is the gel liner. I'm glad it's one of these tiny little tubs, tins, whatever you want to call this, jars of it, because I've seen a lot of gel liners lately from other brands that are like this big, and although it might look cool at first, like, oh, I won't have to buy liner for a while, you're never going to get through that before it dries up or expires. This size is actually doable. I'll be able to get through that in like a few months instead of having it dry up on me. This is the cat eye liner stamp. These are kind of nifty for people like me who have hooded eyes, like super hooded eyes, because it's really hard sometimes to freehand it and not have it get covered up by your hooded eye once you close your eyes. So this can definitely help if you have problems like that, or if you're just a beginner who's not really sure how to do it yet. Here is the little gel liner pencil, just your run-of-the-mill gel liner pencil. I'm hoping this ends up working because I have really watery waterline and I have yet to find a product that stays put for more than like 15 minutes. It always just melts off of my eye. Here is the felt tip. Oh, it's a good size. It's not too skinny, but it's not too thick either, so that's good. I ran out of all my felt tips, so this is gonna be nice. It's good for more graphic looks. And here's the little glitter tear. So now I have 2 of these, so it should be a while before I need a new one. On to the gifts now. This is probably going to take a little bit longer than the Ulta box because of the sheer amount of this stuff. First gift was this lip set by Spoiled Cosmetics. She gave us this because my partner and I are both gamer nerds. And what was cool about this little indie brand is that she does these bi-monthly lip palettes where they all have a gimmick, and that's the only time you can get them is when she releases them. After that, you can't get them again. So there's definitely good reason to try to jump on each one. And they're all completely different. Like this one's very cutesy and obviously like Japanese inspired, Nintendo and PlayStation inspired. Whereas she had another one that had like a spooky raven on it and like dark storm clouds and flowers, completely different type of style. And the inside looks like this. really beautiful rainbow colors. These are 2 different highlights. I don't want to do swatch test just yet. I'll probably do something like that as I'm using it, but absolutely beautiful. It's going to take forever to get through this entire thing, and you could use it for so many versatile types of looks. This next one's really fun. When she picked it up out of her collection, she said that she called this Mads in a palette, that this is basically my entire soul in a palette, and it is from Jolie Beauty, and it's called the Sorceress palette. Already that art is just stunning, but it's not too much. It's not over the top, and it's a huge palette. Again, this is going to take forever to get through, and any of you who have watched my content and know me will know she's right. That is me in a palette for sure. I can't wait to use this. It's probably going to be an everyday palette for me that I take everywhere with me. I'm so excited. I love glitter and I love dark colors, but with a hint of color. So this to me is like a perfect new goth or pastel goth type of palette. The next palette I'm sure all of you have seen from other goth YouTubers. It's the Strobe. I think they're Shroud now, or vice versa. I can't remember which order they went in. The Divinity palette. This is one of the ones where she said that my partner and I can both use it because my partner prefers more the warm neutrals, and you guys know what I prefer. And it's nice and small, but they're big enough pants they're actually going to last. But this is definitely a good goth and like spooky bitch type travel palette because you can pack this into something really easily. She also gave me some fragrances. I really love the Pacifica fragrances. The ones she's given me before were Patchouli Berry, which I adore, and Enchanted Woods or Enchanted Forest. I can't remember what it's called exactly. One of those in a roller ball. And the new one she just gave me was Breathtaking, and it's one of the cute ones that has little crystals in the bottom of it. I was like, just wait, once I'm done using this up, I'm gonna end up like smashing it to get the little rocks out. It smells really spicy. It's really nice scent. It's cardamom and pepper scented, and I love that stuff. I love spicy scents on me. They just work really well with my body chemistry. And it's kind of a gothy thing. This was one of my prized gifts that I was given. A Wicked Sisters palette. I love Wicked Sisters. I've loved them for a long time, but I've never been able to afford some of their items. I know they go on sale a lot, but I'm still, until I move in that area of only if I absolutely need it. And the inside is so cool. It's really bright, but it also has just enough darkness to it to be a good gothy, witchy type palette. This next palette, I could not believe she gifted to me. Like, who else is going to gift something like this to anybody, really? It's a Pat Mcgrath. It is the Pat Mcgrath Ecstasy Sublime Eyeshadow Palette. And it has the colors Sinful, Gold Nectar, Sextrovert, Illicit, and Corruption in it. Look at those. I know they're tiny, but this brand is so high quality and so expensive that this is probably the only time I'm ever going to own one, so I'm going to treasure this with my life. This color in particular I was going bananas for. It's so beautiful and multi-chrome. The rest of it is a crap ton of eyelashes and fragrances, which I would go through in this haul, but my desk is completely overrun by stuff right now and I don't think I can fit anymore. So you'll see the lashes in upcoming videos, and as I use different fragrances I'll probably walk through which ones I'm using. But thank you so much to this wonderful person right here for the lovely gifts. We're going to seriously enjoy them, and I can't wait to also use my Ulta stuff. And stay prepared for some wear tests upcoming. And until next time, do something that makes you happy, no matter what anyone else thinks about it. And I'll see all of you again soon for hopefully a slightly less chilled out video.